Hello there. My name is Andrew, and I want to thank you first of all for watching my video. And in this video, is a lot of things I want to talk about because most of these things I've lived through it, and I see them happen all the time. And I understand that some people have a bad feeling about gambling, and I did have a bad feeling about gambling before until I decided to do some more research about it. And I realized that some people make a living out of these. And if these people can just spend $1 a day and make 1,000, 500, 100, um, how come I can't do it? So I decided to do some research on what makes these people different from me. It's the same dollar we play. How come they win and I never win? So I took my time. I had sleepless nights, and cause I had the will to win. I wanted to win bad. So I paused on my sleep. Sleep can wait. I could always sleep later on because I wanted to win so bad. So I came across this system that has worked for me since the first day. And because I've been successful with it, I think it's time for me to show other people how to use the system so they can get probably to where I am. I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to make it possible for other people to have to get there without having to struggle the way I struggled, because that's the reason why I had to go ahead so I could struggle and make it and see how it works, and then try to show people how it works so they can easily get into it. So before I get started, I would like to show you the system I've been talking about, and you just have to pay attention to it. I just don't want to make a long video, but I want to show you a lot of secrets. And it's different kind of lotteries. It's a national lottery like the Powerball and the Mega Millions, and it's the different kind of state lotteries like the Pick Three, the Pick Four, and the Pick Five. But I want to focus on the focus on the Pick Three and the Pick Four because those are the ones you have the highest chances of making some money. And once you get used to the system and you've made some money and made a lot of money out of the Pick Three and the Pick Four, you can go ahead and try out the Mega Millions and the Powerball. And just so you know, I have a system for that too. I've built the system and I'm still testing the system. But until I hit, I'm not gonna put it out there because I need to have some leverage. I need to know that the system works because it worked for me and I hit this number of times. So I want other people to be able to hit. And so the website I use is betstarter.com/lottery, and it shows you every lottery in the United States. Like when you go to United States lotteries, and I live in Tennessee, so I come down here to Tennessee, and it's gonna show me all the possible lotteries. You see the Pick Three, the Cash Three, the Cash Four, the Tennessee Cash, which is played out in Tennessee, the Mega Millions, which is a national lottery, and the Powerball. And I always try not to do the scratch offs because the lottery is a business. It's a business, and no one gets into the business to lose. So the lottery makes most of its money from the scratch offs because the chances of winning are so rare. So you just waste your money, and rather than spend the money on the scratch offs, I rather use to play the pick three and the pick four, which draws twice a day, midday and evening, and I always have a chance of winning. And I want to show you how possible that is. I want to show you how easy it is to win with a pick three and a pick four. And so when I was doing my research, this is what I came up with. I came up with something called the lucky sum. And the lucky sum is the sum of all the winning numbers. So since I live in Tennessee, let me show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Like this was the pick three yesterday, this was the midday, and this was the evening. The draw result was 027. The lucky sum is the sum of all the winning numbers. So 0 plus 2 plus 7 gives you a lucky sum of 9. The evening draw was 635. So 6 plus 3 plus 5 gives you a lucky sum of 14. And on the cash 3, the lucky sum ranges from 0 to 27. And on the cash 4, the lucky sum ranges from 0 to 36. And one thing I want to tell you is that you don't have to look at all the lucky sums because it's just some lucky sums you have to avoid because they never do draw. And even if the draw is like once a year, And you don't mind losing one time, do you? Come on now. If you win a lot, you don't mind losing a little bit. That's how the system works. So let's go to the pick three and talk a little bit about it. Now I came to three-digit games, and on the pick three, you have different options. You have the straight, the exact order, you have the any order, you have the exact or any order, and you have the combo. Now I'm going to advise you to avoid the combo, to avoid the any order, and to avoid the straight order for now, because you're new to the system. Now I do the straight order because I've used the system over and over and over, and now I know how it works. I'm used to it, so I do the straight order. But as a beginner, I'm going to advise you to use the straight or box, the exact or any system, because your chances of winning are more. Like, let's say if the winning number 1 2 3 and you go to straight order and it comes at 2 3 1, you have the numbers but in the wrong order, you lose. But if you have the straight or the box, which is the exact or the any order, you still win regardless of how the number comes up. But I'm just trying to tell you, once you get used to it, you can do the straight order. And this is exactly what I was talking about, the lucky sum, which is the sum of all numbers. And the odds of winning is 1 in 1,000. But once you get down to the lucky sum, the odds of winning is like 1 in 14, 1 in 15, 1 in 28. We bring it down for you, which is a good thing. And that's why he says, on the lucky sum right here, he says a sum of 0 and a sum of 27 have odds exactly the same as a straight play, 1 to 1,000. Since there's only one number whose digits sum up to 0, and there's only one number whose digits sum up to 27, so you have to avoid all these numbers. The highest odds, lowest payouts are for a sum of 13 and 14, since there are maximum 75 numbers whose sum of the digits are 13, and other 75 with sum of 14. You can find the sum of all three-digit numbers in the section. So let's go to the three-digit analysis and scroll down to where it says to open a new window to the sums of all odds. So right here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a box with the first column showing you all the sums, the second column show you how many have this sum, and this is the list of the numbers with the sum, and this is the odds of winning with this sum, and this is the probability. So if you look at it, 14 and 15 has the greatest numbers. 13 and 14, sorry, have the greatest numbers. And the sum of winning with this number is 1 in 13. This is exactly what I was talking about, 1 in 13. So if you just play these numbers, which is $1 play, and go the exact or any, you have a chance of winning like once or twice a day, or once or twice every 2 or 3 days, because I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And like I said, the sum ranges from 0 to 27, and you have to avoid sums like 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, because those sums have an odd of 1 in 48, 1 in 67, 1 in 100, and they hardly do come out. 0, 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to show you is that most of the time the winning sum ranges from 10 to 20. So if you just focus from 10 to 20, then you've just found a way to hit the lottery all the time. Now you have some 9s and you have some 21s. It happens very rarely. And this is where I want you to focus, from a 10 to a 20, especially the 13 and 14. And for $1 play, if you play $1 and make $80 a day, you know, that's a lot of money. That's about two, 3 grand something a month. If you have to hit like $80 every day, and when I say $80, it's easy to hit $80, because the jackpot is what? It's 500. Now, if you're lucky enough to hit 500, like I do, $500 a day is a lot of money. Like, it's a lot of money. And if you're lucky enough to hit the 1,000, once you get used to the system, I bet you're gonna be giving me a call to tell me that I showed you something that works so well. So let's look into it. This is the lucky sum, okay? And I said the lucky sum ranges from 10 to 20 on the pick three. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I live in Tennessee, and here is the Tennessee lottery. Let me go to the Tennessee lottery right here. Now this is the pick three. I'm gonna click on the pick three right here, and I'm gonna go to this. This is the name, cash three. These are the draws. Is midday, evening, midday, evening. So it's twice a day, and these are the draw results. Now, last night the draw was 635. The lucky sum was 14. So if you go back to this page and look at what I was telling you about, where is it at? Too many pages right here. So if you go back and look at what I was telling about, the lucky sum was 14, and the winning number was what? 635. So we come down here and look for 14, and we look for 635, which is right here, 356. So if you did the exact or any out of what, 13 numbers, you've made some money. And I think the payout for was gonna be like probably $100 because you didn't get the exact order. You did the exact or any, so it came out in any order for you. So now out of 13 numbers, you make $100 out of $13. How does that feel? Doesn't that sound amazing? All right, let's go back to another number. Let me show you some real quick. Now it says the lucky sum right here was 9027. Let's come to where it says 9. Lucky sum of 9. And you see it's right there, the third number, 027, exactly in the same order as it was. So if you played the lucky sum of 9 and just did 027 exact order and played $1, you're gonna make $500. You see what I'm talking about? So that's why I said if once you get used to it, you can go with the exact order. Because if you did exact order on this one, that was $500. If you did exact or any, that's $250 you had. Is half of what the maximum payout is. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. I told you that the lucky sum ranges from 10 to 20. If you look at it, yes, 17, 8, 16, 14, 16, 9, 14. So most of the numbers fall in between 10 and 20. So if you pick one of the lucky sums, and let's say we pick 14, and play 14 every day, look at it. If you played 14 every day for 3 days, you should have hit right there, and you should have hit right there. You see what I'm saying? If you played 16 only, you should have hit right there, and you should have hit right there. Now, if you played 14 and 16, you should have hit right there, you should have hit right there, you should have hit right there, and you should have hit right there. So out of a few dollars you invested to play these sums, probably you should have made close to $1,000 on all these 4 days, on all these 2 days, because it's two draws a day. So you see exactly what I'm talking about. That's how the lucky sum works. And I never understood this system because my friend who introduced me to the lottery, I started playing a month ago, didn't tell me because he didn't know himself. He just went and on his way to the lottery house, he's just gonna look at any number on the street. He's gonna look at the highway number 265 and say, "Well, I'll play 265 today." But he never understood that the lucky sum is the way people who have been playing this thing for years win and keep on winning over and over and over. Because I don't understand why do people keep winning. And then I found out that this what the secret was, the lucky sum. And because I won a lot with it, and I showed it to him, and he was excited. And because I won a lot with it, he started following me and he's made himself some money. So look into this and hopefully this system works for you. And if it works for you, just email me, shoot me a text message or something. Tell me it works for you, it's worked for you, and you're very grateful. But I want to thank you most especially for watching this video. And that was all about the pick 3. Let me go ahead and show you the same thing how it works with the pick 4. And let's go to the pick 4 now. With the pick 4, it's a higher jackpot. The jackpot is I think what, $5,000 maximum. Yeah, give players the opportunity. Okay, you have the chance to win from 100 to $5,000. All you have to do is select 4 numbers. So the minimum you can make is $100. So if it's $1 play, if you play a dollar and make $100, that's $99 benefit. Now if you play $1 and make $5,000, then you're the man. But like I said, I'm not going to advise you to go for the exact order now because you're still trying to get used to the system. And once you get used to it, then you can start going in for the exact order. So let's do the same thing for the pick 4 and let me show you something real quick. Now let's go to the 4-digit games. And it goes the same way for the pick 3 and the pick 4, the exact any, or the combo. But like I said, focus on the exact any because this was gonna get you the most wins. And once you start hitting this and you want to go for the big jackpot for the $5,000, which the odds of winning is 1 in 10,000, you can go for it. That's what I go for. I've hit 5,000 one time, so that's what I go for. And I try to go for it once in a while, not all the time. I go the exact ending. That make me $500, $1,000, $2,000, which is not bad. You know, quit trying to be greedy. So let's go to the game analysis and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let's open this window and it's the same thing. Now you see, this is the numbers right here on the. No, I'm still in the pick three. I'm sorry. Let me go back to the Let me go back to the pick four, and let's go down to the game analysis on the pick four. Oh, who's calling me? I'm sorry about that. Let's go to the four-digit games and let's go to the game analysis on the four-digit games. Um, Hold on, let me see what I'm doing. Okay, right, four-digit analysis right here, and I'm gonna scroll down here to open the window of sums. So, like you see, the sum of one has just the sum of zero has just one number, 0000, and it never comes out 0000. So you're just gonna be wasting your money. So it's some sums you have to avoid, like avoid these low sums like this, because they have higher odds. So look at this. Look at the odds of winning 5,000, 1 in 16, 1 in 15. The odds of winning with this, out of 1 in 10,000, it comes down to 1 in 15. And if you always pick numbers from 10 to 20, like what I showed you in the previous one, 10 to 20, you're always sure of winning something like every 2 or 3 or 4 draws, and it's $1 a play. So these are the numbers right here. You just have to be technical and look at it. Most of the time the numbers start with 2, most of the time it starts with a 6. So always try to use numbers that have 2 and 6 in it, and the chances of winning are very high. And let's actually go to the game, to the Tennessee Lottery. This is the pick four. Last night the pick four with the lucky sum was 162608. So if you come down here and look for 16, you're gonna see right here 2608, but it was 0268. And if you did the exacta any, you probably have what, $500 out of it. Yeah, out of $1 play. Look at it, what number it is. 1 2 3 4 5 6 number. So if you just did it, and one thing I was also going to tell you is that the winning numbers always ranges from the first 5 6 or 7 numbers right here. So you don't have to worry about all these other numbers. Just play the first 5 6 or 7 numbers and you're guaranteed to win. Now let's go back and look at another number. 095014 was the lucky sum. Let's come to 14. 0950, and where is it at? Where am I looking at? 0950. Right there. It was the first number. 0950. It was the first number. So if you just play the first number of every lucky sum from 10 to 20, just play the first number or the first 2 or the first 3 numbers, you guarantee to win. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it takes money to make money. A lot of people don't win the lottery because they're just too greedy. Let's look at this last number, 0511, and the lucky sum was 7, which number below 10 hardly comes out. But let's go and what was the number again? 0511, and let's go to 7. 0511, right there. 1 2 3 4 5, the fifth number. So you see, you just have to understand this system, and it works. I promise you, this thing works. And you just go out there to whatever state you're in. I think every state has a pick three and a pick four, and I think every state has a Mega Million and the Power. I don't think so. Every state don't have the Mega Million and the Powerball, but every state that has a lottery does a pick three, the pick four, and the pick five. And I'm telling you, man, this is the chances of you having $5 a day and playing and making $100, $500, $1,000. I'm telling you, you can live off this system once you get to understand how it works. All you have to do is just put in enough time, study it. Don't get excited, because after watching this video, you're gonna get excited and say, oh, I found a way how to hit the lottery, and then go and play without exactly studying the system and knowing how it works. Now, I want you to understand one thing. This system might not work for you on the first day, the first 2 days, or the first week, but I want you to understand that consistency pays. If you're consistent with what you do and you work hard in it, even at your job, if you're consistent with what you do and you work hard, you're guaranteed to succeed. If you're consistent with this system and you go with the same lucky sum or just work hard in it, I bet you're gonna be excited and just make you some extra money. Gambling is not for everybody, and I understand that. But if you don't work with, if this system don't work for you, then I'm sorry, it's not you. Nothing is ever gonna work for you. So, but I want you to understand that this system works, and the only reason why it's not gonna work is if you don't use it right. If you use it right, then it's gonna work for you. And once again, I want to thank you for watching my video. And you can always hit me up, leave me a comment, and tell me how you feel. If you hit, make sure you hit me up, leave me a comment, and let me know that you hit. And go out there and show people how to use this system. And maybe one day I might decide to build a software out of it and see if I can make me some extra money too. But for now, it's free. You just go ahead and look at it, play with it, and the website is right there. I told you I use bet. Let me see what's the name of this website. I always forget. Betstarter.com. Go to lottery and choose whatever state you're in. Because the lottery is not played in every state. Choose whatever state you're in. United States lotteries, and choose whatever state you live in, and right there, and you know, see 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 how you can make some extra money. Extra money to live off, to buy you something extra, and some an extra pair of shoes or anything. Support your family, pay some bills. And I want you to understand that a lot of people are going to discourage you about gambling, but the only reason they discourage you is because they don't understand how the system works. Now, everyone I've showed this system uses it. They'll be like, man, I've hit today, I hit tomorrow, I'm very grateful. And they give me some money, and I like that. And I just wanted you to try it out and see if it's gonna work for you. Once again, my name is Andrew. I'm sorry if it was hard for you to understand me. I know I have an accent, and I'm still working on it. Hopefully, I'm gonna sound better in my other videos. So, thank you for watching. Please share and show your friends, and let's get this started. Okay? Have a good day. Thank you.